Good morning, everybody. This is the day that the Lord hath made. We shall rejoice, we shall sing, and we shall be glad in it. So I've just come on to let you know that this is a reminder that God is our refuge, our strength, an ever present help, is what the NIV says. But of course, I was raised on King James, a very present help, a very present help, an ever present help. So he's not going anywhere. He is always with you. He always has you. He always has, and he always will. Sometimes we need those reminders. Sometimes things will, okay, maybe they don't overwhelm you, but they overwhelm me. And I'm like, ah, and I freak out. And of course, I'm female. That's not an excuse, but sometimes you get overwhelmed by the news. You get overwhelmed by just the idea that a certain thing could happen or has the possibility of happening. The worst case scenario. Sometimes your first inclination is like, oh God, maybe you do. But your first inclination may not always be, oh, God's got me. Oh, because sometimes the news has to settle with you. Sometimes the doctor's report has to settle with you. Sometimes you do have to, you need a moment. You're still human now. And those people who never acknowledge, even in a testimony, that this happened or this could have happened or it could have been worse, or are living in a fantasy, a fallacy. You're not living in reality. But we can't stay there because we're not of this world. We have God on our side. We have God is with us. And he said he would be a very present help in times of trouble. So therefore, trouble is going to come. We have to remind ourselves that trouble is going to come. Trouble will be there. Now, we used to sing the song, trouble won't last always. Well, sometimes when you're in trouble, it does feel like it's lasting always. But one thing we have to resolve, that we'll have highs and lows, we'll have victories and lessons, is what I call them, not necessarily. And we will lose people, people will pass away, money will leave, expenses will come, troubles sometimes will come back to back to back. We think we're getting a little respite, a little break, a little pause, and then there's something else. So we know that trouble is coming. But one thing about it is he is our refuge, our safe place. Because he has a plan for our lives. He knows exactly what he wants for us, that wants for us, and wants what's best for us, even though it doesn't always feel good. You know, your mama's whoopings, they didn't always feel good, but it was supposed to be what was best for you at the time. I didn't like those. But it's your safe place, a refuge. So we even to this day, we have refuge cities, a safe place where somebody can run and be protected. Back then, it was more crucial than ever. High walls, protection from the enemy, protection, period. And so therefore he said, God is. It didn't say he was. He might one time, he might come back around again. You got 5 strikes, you got 2 strikes, you got It says God is our refuge. And that is pause for celebration. And if we were in church, we would hit the organ right there. God is, first off. He doesn't change. He doesn't lose his ability. He doesn't say, ooh, I need a nap. Ooh, I need a vacation. Ooh, I need. And my mother often says he doesn't have Alzheimer's and he doesn't have a dementia. He is. He has never lost an ounce of his power and ability. It's all about his plan and purpose for your life. So he's our refuge, our running place, our hiding place, our safe place. He knew us before we was born. He called us. He chose us. Even though we were dead in our sins, we were dying on our way to eternal hell. Not what we think is hell on earth, but the eternal hell. And he saw us and he saved us. He chose us. He picked us. He loved us in spite of us. So first off, he is our safe place. He is, and he's our safe place. Our place where we can run and be safe. He's the one we can tell, and it's not like, oh my gosh, she's so surprised. Mm-mm. He knew everything, but he always wants us to pray, connect, look to him, the author and finisher of our faith. So first off, he's our refuge. He's our safe place. He is our refuge and our strength. I always say the strength, the courage, and the wisdom, because I always need all three. I need strength to move forward, to keep walking. And it's in him I live. It's him I move. In him I have my being. I need the strength to move forward. I need the strength to get my emotions under control so I can hear, so I can think, so I can function. I need the courage to keep moving forward, to keep looking at what looks like defeat, what looks like I don't have a plan. I don't know what's going to happen next. And then I go back to my safe place and say, okay, give me this day strength. Give me this day the daily bread to get through it. Give me the courage this day. Give me the wisdom this day, right here, right now. I can't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow will take care of itself. I can't be anxious for nothing. But with everything, by prayer and supplication, I got to come back to my safe place. See how that works? He is the source of all things. So since he is always, he's our safe place. That's where you run. He is my refuge and my strength. And then, in spite that people have the heart for it, they really do love you. They really want, there are some people, not all, but some people who really do want you to win, who really do want you to be your best self, who really want to stand by and not get in your light, and want to stand by and let the camera shine on you, let the light shine on you, let your gift shine through. They really do. And I'm one of those people. When I see it, I'm applauding. I'm so proud. I saw an author the other day, and I might have mentioned it somewhere else, but I thought I had just met them within the last, I don't know, 6 or 7 years. And she said, oh, no, Miss Julia, I met you. I said, oh, wow. Back in 2015, 2014. So it'd been more than 5 or 6 years. It'd been almost 10. And she could tell me when she met me. But I meet a lot of people. I was like, oh, but I've watched her grow and develop. And she's getting ready to transition to another stage of growth in business. And my time, I'm like, it's time to pour. That's a pour. Give her these 5 things and let her start. And let her keep moving so she can keep going. And so therefore, God knows everything about you, everything you're going to be. But there's going to be trouble. There's going to be trouble. And in my moment with that particular person is to help you avoid these pitfalls. You have to make the decision. It's your life, but avoid the pit, because they're going to be there. There are going to be some things that decisions you make that I don't make, but be there to help you in trouble. Be there to get you out of trouble or help you while you're in it. Because some trouble is you got yourself in. Let's just be honest. Hello. You got yourself in. You didn't go back to the safe place. You didn't ask for strength, courage, and the wisdom. You didn't ask for directions. You didn't ask for strategies. You said, God, I'll come back to you in a minute. Let me go on and do my thing. And that thing was a mess. But he knew you were going to do it in ahead of time. And like every parent and good father, good mother, sometimes we can't stop you. We can warn you, but sometimes we can't stop you because you're a grown-up adult, right? And then you come back. Well, see, what happened was you didn't go to God. What happened was you didn't seek wise counsel. What had happened was you went in your own mind, your own flesh, your own desires, I'm going to go for it and see what happens. And you saw what happened. And it wasn't the greatest thing, was it? Mm-hmm. But you're going to be there to help in trouble. And sometimes to be there and help in trouble is you're going to be in that trouble and you ain't going to never forget it. The help in that trouble is to remind you, don't do this again. That help in trouble may take years to get out of, may take a long time to get out of. That help in trouble is there to remind you, I don't want to be here. Sometimes you have to sit in that long enough that you understand. No, we don't want to do this again. We ain't going back down this road. We're going to go to God. We may have to, as the old folks say, turn our plate down for 2 or 3 days, or go on a solemn assembly ourselves. The church don't need to be on one. I need to be on one. And sometimes you don't need to do nothing. Could be your help in trouble. But you got to go back to your safe place. Go back to God. I hope that helps you. I hope that reminds you that God is our refuge and strength, the very present help in trouble, so that you can live your best life, which is coming up at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right on envision-radio.com, where praise meets talk. And Tuesdays, the Book Business Boss Show, Tuesdays at 10:30 a.m. And the replays are at bookbusinessbosspodcast.com. We're in season 5. We're turning our books into a business. And remember, the replays of Live Your Best Life are at liveyourbestlife.com. Find Julia Royston books at Next Chapter Bookstore in Greensboro, North Carolina. When I See Me book fair coming up July 25th in Dayton, Ohio. WhenISeeMe.com. She does have my books with her as well on that book fair. But if you're an author, the last time I checked with her, which was this past weekend, she still had 3 spaces open. So if you're a children's book author that can get to the Dayton, Ohio area, be sure and do so. WhenISeeMe.com, as well as TheAmazingCorner.com. The Amazing Corner is an online bookstore and mobile book fair. She currently has the Terrence the Terrific series on sale and available there too as well. So TheAmazingCorner.com. You could always have a free consultation with Julia Royston at talkwithroyston.com. Visit JuliaAKRoyston.com, and that is where all links to all of my websites and online stores are there. So where in the world are Julia and Brian? May 30th, the Lord be our helper and keeper. We'll be at the Jaws Festival in Mobile, Alabama. Join us there for the Jaws Festival. I will be speaking about the writing, arts, publishing, the business side of it at 12 noon. So look for my social media as well, Jaws Festival in Mobile, Alabama. And then we'll be back home June 5th and 6th for the Portland Festival in Louisville. So looking forward to that. That's my first time being there. So I'm really looking forward to that. Mark your calendar, June 1st. Virtual book release. Super excited about this. This has been a long time coming, and it's really great because Brian and I both are in this book. And hold on a minute. Why do I have? There we go. So you can pre-order, you can purchase now Our Father's Love, Life, Legacy at the RoystonRoyalBookstore.com. But tune in when you will meet several of the authors, if not all. It is a 15 co-authored anthology that virtual releases June 1st at 7 p.m. Find us on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. On my Julia A. Royston page on Facebook, and then on YouTube, BK Royston Publishing, and on LinkedIn, Julia A. Royston. And so I'm super excited about that. I had the Mother's Anthology. It's been around a long time. But the fathers, I wanted to dedicate something. I had a great father, and Brian has a great father. He's still alive, Reverend Royston. And so I've always wanted to do something to dedicate to all the fathers, and in Brian's case, father figures who have been out there, the media and people and podcasts and shed a very dim, dark light on fatherhood. And children don't come with instructions. They don't come with a manual. A lot of times the fathers are doing the best they can, and some of them figure it out. They don't want to have in their house the life that they lived. And so they go the complete opposite and are become fantastic fathers. Others, they don't have the tools. They don't get the tools emotionally, spiritually, to be able to move forward. But this is dedication to them. Even those that were still trying to figure it out, those who had great fathers, not perfect, none of them perfect, none perfect but God, but they did their absolute best. They even apologized and they said sorry, and I didn't get it, I didn't know. But the beauty of it is that we have a heavenly Father who is there to fill in the gaps, bring people who may not be related to us biologically, but who fill in the gaps and who bind the wounds and who bandage us up and give us the support that we need. My father's been passed away now 16 years, but I always seem to have father figures, people who come along, and I say, you remind me a lot of my father. Because I had my daddy all the way until he died, every single day. And so therefore, that part I don't miss. I do miss his presence and telling them all what I'm doing, because that's what we did. But he's with our Heavenly Father, and I'm happy for that. So our Father's love, life, legacy, even if you have a son who has a child or is a family man and rearing children, purchase it for them. Purchase it for in memory of your father. Hear all of the different chapters. See which one you identify with and connect with on some level with fatherhood. So the virtual release is June 1st, and you'll be able to meet the authors and all that good stuff. That's 15 of it. It's fantastic. Also on May 19th this week, promote that book now. If you are, it doesn't matter whether I published you or you self-published, traditionally published, there's always new and improved things that we need to do to promote that book now. Sometimes you promote and then you get tired of promoting and you don't do it again. We got to get back on that horse, get that box of books out, and let's make it happen. All right. RoystonTrainingAcademy.com. That's the RoystonTrainingAcademy.com. Register today. Join me on May 19th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then also we're coming to a close. It's already the 17th of May. So, oh my goodness, May is over, half over. And so therefore, review, prepare, execute, repeat. The free checklist is still available. You can purchase the book or purchase the course at JuliaAKRoyston.com. And review, prepare, execute, repeat is any person who is wanting to either start a business, be in business, expand their business. I don't care how long you've been in a business. There are 25 things that every business owner needs to apply to their business. And so therefore, there are times, things that I'm wanting to finish out for that month. And then there's things I want to launch and do differently coming for the next month, and things I want to offer and have available for the next month. And so therefore, what's that look like for you? These are not things that are set in stone. These are 25 suggestions. But what things do you need to apply now? What do you need to save for? What do you need to prepare for even before you get to that point? So review, prepare, execute, repeat. JuliaAKRoyston.com or go to RoystonRoyalBookstore.com. So I trust that something I said helped you along your way, and that you have a fantastic rest of the day, and prepare for your week with God, because he's still your refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. I'm Dr. Julia Royston of BK Royston Publishing, Royal Media and Publishing, and the Book Business Boss Consulting, helping you get your message to the masses, turn your words into wealth, and be a book business boss. Be blessed. Be building people to build the kingdom. Have a great day. Bye bye.